remarkable battery endurance, and heavily armed with the best set of features for being a truly excellent sports watch. A month with the Coros Pace 2. How did that go? Well, let's inspect. Hey, welcome! Nice to meet you here, I'm Michael, and it's been a while since I've put on my wrist for the first time the Coros Pace 2. That's a sports watch, sort of smart, but clearly the emphasis is on the sports features, because the brand has the ambition to be the best and most athlete-friendly one. I was asked by the Coros team to test and try the device. No sponsorship is involved, and this video represents my own thoughts and feelings about the Pace 2. This sports watch has it all to be considered as one of the best in its class. The fact that Eliud Kipchoge is one of the brand's ambassadors says enough about the qualities of the watch. In this video, of course, besides the strong sides, I'm gonna cover the weak sides as well. As a starter, let me set the expectations right. I'm not a runner, nor am I a triathloner or other stamina-oriented kinds of sports. Therefore, I've tested the watch with my regular kind of activities involving football, well, European football, or as it's being called in the States, soccer, cycling, and outdoor walking, and a bit of hiking. The first really massive advantage of the Pace 2 is the price. At $199, it's among the most affordable and lightweight, good and reliable sports watches. It puts most of Garmin's models under pressure, and you're going to notice that in terms of performance, there really are a lot of things that will make you think twice if you're currently thinking about getting a Garmin product. I immediately fell in love with the Coros website because of the awesome comparison charts that they do between their models. Kind of reminds me what I usually prepare when doing these videos for you. The device clearly is a mid-ranger, to be mostly compared with the Forerunner series by Garmin. Good thing is that the watch has been out for quite a long time, so firmware is pretty stable and there's no room for excuses about something to be fixed at a later stage, although, as you're going to notice by the end of the video, there clearly are some things that need some attention. So, the box. It's pretty decent, most of the specs noted. The feeling seems to match Coros' goal to be innovative, cool and nature-friendly. I quite enjoyed the unboxing, and the very nice surprise at the start is the strap material, which seems to be something like a signature for Coros' product line. This is a combination between silicone and nylon fabrics, which not only feels super lightweight, it also lets your skin breathe through it, something that just silicone straps won't let you do. There's no buckle, just this Velcro type of mounting, which is quite perfect. After close to a month of 24/7 usage, you can see the condition of the strap. I've been washing my hands with it, having shower, bath, doing sports, whatever you can think of. There was perhaps a reason to take the watch off my wrist almost every day, for making the video, of course, so the band has been severely under stress. We can immediately notice the great-looking design. Feels a bit plastic at the beginning, and then you figure out that the texture is quite nice, very durable, 2 control buttons on the side. So before I show you the functions, let's have a deep dive with the tech specs. 1.2-inch transflective display covered by Gorilla Glass, fiber-reinforced material used for the bezel construction, using the new edition of Coros' homegrown processor inside. There's up to 20 days of battery life, Bluetooth and ANT Plus wireless connection protocols, 5 ATM waterproof, optical HR monitor, barometer, gyroscope, GPS and GLONASS. It can measure VO2 max and can do so many other things, packed within just 29 grams. In its class, it's among the lightest, and thanks to the strap design, together with it weighs only 35 grams, which is probably music for your ears, especially if buying a lightweight device is your top priority. Since we know now about the main hardware features, let's take a look at the software features and capabilities. As you know, both hardware and software must be in the best possible synergy in order to deliver great experience. Since the device is meant to be used by athletes mainly, the features are developed towards them. No touchscreen as a starter, navigation happens through pressing any of these 2 buttons, and by using the rotating dial as part of this top button. Kinda weird at the start and something that you can very quickly get used to. To unlock, just make something like this, you're gonna feel a vibration as a confirmation. The top button launches sports when pressed, and when you reach to your preferred one, just start it as an activity. There are a bunch of customizations for these activities, of course, laps where applicable, intensity and other various parameters that you can fine-tune according to your own pace and style. There also is the AI Trainer feature, analyzing your current set of activities and letting you know how much of stamina you have left. I'm still with mixed feelings about its accuracy because unlike some other watches, there seems to be no way to give feedback to the AI whether you feel the same way as it thinks you do. The lower button is a back button. Press and hold and you're going to reach the main menu. It's actually surprising how many parameters can be fine-tuned. There's a group or entry about almost everything important you can think of. The watch faces by default are not too many, and honestly their design is nothing remarkable, but you can for sure get some more from the smartphone app. Its name is Coros, available for Android and iOS and works pretty well. In fact, the amount of health data that the watch provides through the app, it's just remarkable and up to par with my rather optimistic expectations. There also are a bunch of smart features. You can well receive notifications, read through them, and the device has of course pretty strong vibration. Since most of these categories worked really well, let me talk about the few that I find a bit problematic. First of all, sleep tracking. That's the part which is somewhat off the reality, sometimes though. There is one night when the watch didn't detect any sleep at all. Unfortunately, if you sleep through the day, it's likely going to be missing from the set. The other thing I didn't quite like, when you launch a workout, you still may have to unlock in order to scroll through the data. Given the fact unlocking happens through the rotating knob, it's rather impossible to happen during sport, especially running. On the other hand, you can disable the auto-lock function during workouts from the menus, which I did and am pretty happy about. And last but not least, no integration with Google Fit. That's the part which surprised me the most. However, there are plenty of other services that you can link to. Other than that, I do think the results are fabulous and the watch performs really well. In terms of battery life, it actually meets the expectations, with me going up to 18 days for my first battery strike. Additionally, you can also enhance the functions. Thanks to the ANT+, you could connect various devices, like the Coros POD performance optimization device, something I barely use, but a friend of mine just laughed about the data that it collects. If you are a runner, it's hard to think for a better combination than these two, and the operation with both is quite easy. You can well notice the nicely grouped and detailed statistics about each and every activity. I read about some remarks around the GPS accuracy and the responsiveness. Honestly, never noticed a problem there, and you know that I test a lot of wearables these days. So, in the end, from the perspective of a techie person that enjoys using smartwatches, I can feel that there are a lot of smart things missing here, but from what I see, it totally covers the features that runners, hikers and most athletes would really appreciate and care about. Despite the fact that smarter watches are my specialty, the Coros Pace 2 just strengthened my opinion that long-lasting battery, good design and decent user interface are the key to make really successful products. I totally consider the Pace 2 to be one of them and hope that you've learned something new about the world of sports watches. I'll be around in the comments below the video in case you have some questions or something else to share. And in the meanwhile, would be really fantastic to see how you like the video, rate it using the like or dislike button, sub to the channel if not done yet, and hey, enjoy the day! My name is Michael, been a pleasure to meet you here, and look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye!